I was thinking how interesting the mud is. You can see out there. The beach is down low. It's like twice as big as it is right here. This whole mud flat. The rocks are kind of solid. It seems like there's mud underneath it too. Maybe you get to the sand and that's the official spot. It's right here on the edge. This is really soft. I'm not watching any news, so I don't know anything. I saw this thing, I don't know. I always forget to look. Because, I mean, I don't expect them to be showing me videos that are, 10 years old, 5 years old, even 3 years old. I'm like, why are you showing me this? I mean, there should be kind of some kind of larger alert. I don't know. Maybe I just gotta check more. Anyways, the guy put a gimbal, a motorized gimbal thing in his RC cars. It was interchangeable. He could put it from different car to different car. And it had like a visor that he could use to look through, like he was in the car. And the visor had like sensors on it to tell which way he was moving his head, so the camera would look around on the inside of the car, and he'd be looking straight forward, and it was pretty cool. I left some comments, not like negative comments, but they weren't like, you did it perfect. They were just, my suggestions on areas to work on to refine the product. It was cool. I'm sure they're happy with my comment. They're not like, oh, what a fucker. Because in the beginning I said, great job. I think it's cool. I can't think of anything else I saw. I think a lot about like heating and cooling and for me it's just kind of like everyday stuff. I'm not actually doing any of it. I just kind of think about it. Maybe that's why I like that Eric Dubay thing, or the thing that Eric Dubay found, where it was saying like they did that study and you could just think about stuff. Because I do it pretty detailed. I mean, you could do it as in depth as you want. Come here, Goru. Goru. Come here. Oh, you got all this hair coming out of your legs. Yeah, I gotta brush this dog again. Great. Seems like we gotta brush the dogs every fucking day. I mean, every month or whatever. Every season the dogs lose all their fur. I mean, what the fuck is up with that? Why you guys gotta do it so much? Look at it all coming out of your butt. Hey, these gloves are good. These gloves are good. We can brush the dog with the gloves. Here we go. Rub the dog's butt. I think it's a trick just to get me to rub his butt. Look at my hair come out. Wow. Look at it all. What is going on? I keep expecting to see his skin. Man. What are you doing, Guru? Why are you doing this? It's wintertime coming. Probably just so it can all go around the house and insulate the house. Wouldn't that be funny if all the dogs in a pack shedded before winter so that they could insulate their little home with a big, like a dog den, you know? I wonder. Because, I mean, our house is bigger than a dog den. And if you don't pick up the hair, just in a couple of days, it'll be so much. There'll be like tumbleweeds going around the house. The bird's like, can I have that hair? Oh, I'll make a nest. Birds living in my dog's butt hair. Boom, psst, boom, boom, psst, psst. That's a song I wrote. I'm about to write. Birds living in my dog's butt hair. Boom, black velvet on the beach is fair. Pussy bottle don't go nowhere. Boom. If you take that out of context, like if you don't know anything about the story, that's a pretty crazy line to say. Birds build a nest out of my dog's butt hair. I give that to AI. AI, write a story about it. Actually, I just wrote a story about it with my own life. I'm a virtual storyteller. I tell it with my body. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. When I get to this spot, I've never been there, and I've never seen pictures of it. Well, I have seen pictures, but they look like so many places in the world look the same. You'd think like, Oh, that's got jungles and everything like that, but I mean, we could probably find a place in Thailand that looks like that. But anyways, whenever I get here, I think about tundra or peat moss or sod, those things, and peat. People grow it, I mean, burn it and stuff. They harvest it and then they burn it. Looks like dirt. Or like when I'm thinking about Russia, I think about like permafrost, things like that. This isn't permanently frozen, but it kind of looks like the areas that used to be, you know? This is like it's probably, well, look at the way the grass grows on it, really good. It's probably like at least good for grass type of soil. And it's pretty stationary. I mean, it does move, but it's like a big lump that kind of just lays there. Peanut butter, big thing of thick peanut butter. It's the same as all that though. Isn't that kind of weird? I think what it is that's coming from here, or that used to be this is probably a better example. Like that all probably used to have grass growing on it. And then the water level has changed or whatever, or the water washes it away, and then that changed the water level, the appearance of the water level. Because over there, it's like already all washed away. It's kind of interesting how this area is really flat, and then the cliffs down there, you know, that area will probably end up like this, but a lot more inland. And if you look at this is what, 1,000 yards? $3,000 feet? I don't know. Come on. Probably not that. I was thinking 100 yards. That'd be 10 football fields. I'm thinking 300 yards. 300 yards sounds better. So take that in. That'll be messing with the road. All the bike trail will go away. This area is good because, yeah, it is peaceful, I guess. I see people come down here, but you gotta be pretty dedicated to walk past the sewage treatment center. I mean, just walking by it on the bike trail makes you want to gag. And so to walk by it right there, I mean, it's like if the treatment center was right there on the tree line. That's how, well, actually probably even half that distance is how far away it is. And it's stinky. There's times when you feel like you're dying because you're breathing that stuff, so you just have to turn around. So and you don't smell it here. I don't smell it. today here. So it's a good barrier to keep people away from here. And the places that I get down to the beach on here are kind of iffy. So people that aren't very dexterous or wouldn't risk falling down, because I always take that into consideration that it's possible I'm gonna fall down. If I don't feel like I can handle a fall, I'm not gonna try it. Weird looking. It's funny when the tide goes out in some spots around here. I mean, it looks like you could walk all the way to the other side. There's a spot on the Turnagain Arm on the Seward Highway where people have been stuck in the mud there, and you would think they would know how to do it, but you get these stories where they say that they pulled people apart and stuff on the beach. They can't get them out, you know, because they're stuck in the mud. They sink down. And I gotta say, I think that's bullshit, because you could just take a hose and run the hose down and do air. Push air into the hole and basically you'll pop them right out. Because that's what it is it? Look at this, somebody's dog exploded. Oh, it's my dog. He's like, whoa, that's a lot of butt hair. That's your butt hair, dude. He says, I got butt hair too. We still gotta take the dog hair home with us, don't we? Good for us. I don't know. I get these. I wonder what it is. Is it me? Is it some kind of outside force? I don't know. But I get these like feelings where I'm just like, I want to give up. I'm not even having a bad time. I'm having a good time. And I'm just like thinking to myself, I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to give up. Is that something that they planted in my head? I don't know. Did Eric DeBay bring about this whole consciousness thing again? I mean, not the consciousness, but the soul trap? I don't think he did. I think he saw that around, because all these people seem to have been doing it for a long time. Maybe he's been into it for a long time, and what, he thinks we're all ready for it now? I don't know. I sound negative, but I really don't try to be. I'm down with it, but I'm also not down with it. I know that people should be able to understand, but will they? I feel like that whole soul trap thing could be an experience that we made up for this reality. You know what I mean? I made this. If I made this, I can make a thing that makes this something negative. You know what I mean? I can make this the soul trap place. I'm the one trapping the souls. I made the souls. All the consciousness is one, right? There is no fucking God. There's no fucking devil. There's no fucking angels. There's no fucking this. There's no fucking that. It's all fucking made up in my fucking head. That's what I see. That's what I learned from people that are saying these things. I don't understand it. That thing trumps. It trumps all. It trumps it all. And I'm not saying Trump is in the person that wants to be the president. I'm not saying that. It doesn't president at all. It does. It rules it all. But it, the way that I make things, or the way that this experience goes, Trump, it was like all along, like he was gonna better everything. Or maybe he's gonna be trumped. So he's Trump. I don't know. I don't. By saying his name, I'm not encouraging anyone to vote or anything like that. I'm not saying he's your savior. I'm not saying anything like that. So I hope people don't think that. But I feel like everybody's gone now. Everybody's gone. Is it because I don't believe in the soul trap? Because, I mean, honestly, I really like people to talk to, and I don't require that they have the same view as me. But, I mean, just because I don't have the same view as you, why does everybody go away? It's too much work to try to convince me of your thoughts. Come on, let's go up this hill. Go! You playing these games and you get your fucking leash all tangled up and everything. Go! Up the hill. Use that fucking 4-wheel drive. Old dogs are viable things too. Keep going. Use your experience. Let's go. Come on, faster. Faster, buddy. Don't stop now. Too many fucking pee breaks. She's eating the grass. Come on, go, go, go. We made it. Big hill. Oh, what are you doing? Alright. I don't really want to walk and talk on the bike trail. I was thinking about, I got a Specialized downhill mountain bike. Specialized is the name brand. It's called a Demo 9. They have different demos for different years. This is a 9. I don't know what year that is. Probably 2009. Probably a 20-year-old bike, you know, whatever. was thinking about making it into an electric motorcycle. Taking the sprocket off and, the pedals off and putting a motor in where the hub goes. And then putting pegs on it and this type of motorcycle, I wouldn't ever intend on pedaling it again, which I think would be a pretty good frame for it, because the bike itself weighs 42 pounds already, and it's got huge forks on it like a motorcycle already. I'd say the thing looks more like a motorcycle than those Sur-Ron things do. It's a pretty dope bike. Maybe redo the drivetrain or something like that, like a controlled chain. That'd be pretty interesting. But it's got gears, so I think that would be the gears on it are for like a human, and so it would limit the top speed, and maybe you want to put a really large gear on it, go up a few ratios on the whole pack, but then you could click, change the gears. I would say you wouldn't want them that, because it's a bicycle gear set, so you would want to let off on the gas while you were switching the gears. But because of the reduced weight, I think it would work. And if it didn't, you could probably go to a heavier, dutier chain, and then a thicker sprocket. Like maybe, what if you welded two sprockets together and used a motorcycle chain? It'd make your cassette twice as big, but or you'd lose gears, whichever of the two. I'd like to see somebody do a hemp project. Like grow a whole field of hemp and use the material to make like clothing or some kind of mats or something, some kind of canvas or anything. Canvas would be a cool one. Rope. And then get the seeds and then use the seeds to make like a hemp seed oil. And then we could make that like vegetable oil or any of that other kind of stuff. And then you could probably fry with it too. But I was thinking run vehicles off of it, run engines, heaters, all sorts of things off of the hemp. It's not like smoking hemp. You don't smoke hemp. Supposedly it's really easy to grow and just the perfect thing. All right, take it easy.